Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and now we are in chapter number 6. We are going to talk about masking and keying. All right, we're going to remove green screen and things like that. One thing to keep in mind, this is chapter number 6 from a series of movies that we have in our YouTube channel and also available in our website, so that you can kind of understand what are the main features of Nuke. And then after that, if you feel like you really like this program, you want to learn more about it, you can sign in our website where we have the most complete courses available in the universe. Okay, I'm not joking. Yeah, that's a fact. Okay, so now let's connect this sequence and let's hit play so that you can see what we have here. Perfect, we have something going on, and that's what we're going to be using in this session. So now, what is a mask? A mask allows me to hide my face normally, right? So you can place a mask on your face and nobody can see your face. That's actually the same kind of thing that we can, the same type of thing that we can do here inside Nuke. So what I will do is I'm gonna create a mask, but before I do that, I'm gonna make sure that my project and my footage is getting the right dimensions, because remember, we have in our previous movie we specified that we want to work with HD, and this footage is actually 720 by 486. It's a piece of footage that we are using from a TV show that we recorded in Mexico a long time ago. So at that time we were using 720 by 486 standard definition, kind of, I think, or I don't really remember, probably it was high definition, but in this case we are using it with this dimension. So let's change that. I'm gonna just come here and call reformat. So let's take that, we will plug that right here, and now we have something better. Okay, now another thing that I want to do is probably call I'm gonna call a merge node. Okay, because we already know how to use the merge node. And now let's connect this here to A, and obviously take that right here. So I don't care about the background right now. As a background, I'm going to use a mask, but before we do that, I want to show you the shape of the mask. So I'm going to go here to the draw options, and I'm going to take the radial, okay, option, and now I have this radial object. Now you can see the bounding box of this object right here at the center of my screen. Remember, if I didn't have the format, the reformat, I will get that, okay, this object outside of the screen. So remember, you have to put everything with the same format. So now let me take the radial, and I'm gonna press 1 so I can connect the radial to my viewer, so that we can take a look of at this object. And now it's what it is just something that looks like one sphere, but a little bit deformed, you know, like square. If we take it like that, we can make it look more like one sphere. But it's a radial tool, and the radial tool allows me to do a lot of things. I can take it, for example, like this, and fake the effect of having some sort of lenses, you know, in my camera. But right now all I can see is black and white, and that's the thing, we need black and white or gray values in order to, you know, if I want, I can hide the white and reveal the black, or all the way around, or the gray values. Obviously the middle range is going to be kind of semi-transparent, so I can have reveal and have I can have okay, show or not, or hide. So that's the shape that I have right now. And now I'm gonna use it on top of this. So instead of connecting it in the B or the background, what I actually want to do is connect that into the mask area of my merge node. If you go here, you can see that it says mask. Okay, so now I can take this, connect that to my mask, we can take it like this, and then my viewer to merge number 1. And that's what I was talking about. As you can see, now we have this type of effect, and I am revealing whatever is white is now available to me. I can see through that white color, and now the mask is blocking the area around it, which means that this is what the portion that I'm hiding. And I can go here, select my merge node, and I double click on it. Then I have the options for this node. I can go and click on invert, and that way I am inverting I have the all the way around, so I'm hiding this option. And actually right now it's not like hiding because you can see it's showing me something in black. But that's the thing, I mean, I am blocking that area and you are not allowed to see that portion. Now obviously that doesn't look very nice right now, and we need some sort of background. So let's go here, press R, and let's bring again our part 3, this object that we have been using for all the time. And so now we can take this as our background, right? So now the same thing, we probably need to add a reformat here, so that reformat, enter, let's place it right here, so that they both kind of have the same option and the same size. And I'm going to take the merge, and I'm going to change probably the type of merging operation that we have here. So instead of over, probably we will go to overlay. No, let me change that to, could be copy. Okay, so that is gonna give me with the radial, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the background using the radial. And instead of showing you black and white, I'm showing you the two different objects that we have here. And that's the cool thing about masking, because we can use them just you know, like using black, white, and black or white, or you know, use this mask as you know, like I told you before, they could be really complex. Now as you can see, I can see a portion of his head, and that's cool, but still I'm getting the shape that I want here, and all that has to do with the operation that you want to get here. For example, I can go here to over, and that way the one that you really want to use is up to you. Okay, you have all these different options. But now if you go, for example, here to operation to mask, what we will be doing is just using that as a white and black and white, which is something that I can get without coming here and using this other image. So that's the thing, we really want to see the difference between these two objects. So that probably one of these is gonna work. All I want is just I want you to see the shape that we are using right now. So let's take this radial, and I'm gonna call a transform node. Oops, transform. I'm gonna connect that after my radial. And now this mask can be, you know, I can make it bigger, I can make it wider, and it's obviously gonna give me that kind of feedback. And the same thing, it's all about, remember, this is not, the mask is affecting this region, for example, right here. And now, because of the behavior of this transition that I have in my grayscale, because remember, it's not only white, black and white, you can see there's like some kind of transition where the center is pure white and then is gradually changing to black. So that's why if I go like this, I have kind of, I can see half and half, what I was talking about. And then if I put this like right there, you can see that because we have all this white concentrated in that area, I can see only that region, and that's more or less what we can do. What we can do with this type of objects. Now I'm gonna remove the radial tool, and I'm gonna call another. I'm gonna call another one. And actually, I was transforming this, so that's fine. Doesn't matter really. I'm gonna remove that, and I'm gonna call another node here. I'm gonna go here to my rotor. I'm gonna click, and we have a rotor object. Now this is kind of the same thing, but with the ability that we can actually create any type of shape. So I can come here and select this tool right here, and I can click and click and click and click, and that way I can create the type of shape that I want. I am not restricted to, you know, one sphere or something like that. So I have this shape. I can come here and I can select my points, and I can move them if I want to. Now you can see that when I move this point, I had before a very defined line, and now I am getting this kind of transition, and that's what we can get if we move. We have different options here for in order to move our points. We can select points and we can select feather points. So that's two different things inside the rotor. Now let's keep things simple. I'm just gonna take that. I'm gonna go here And as you can see, we have also, I'm going to close this curve, and then here you can see that you can create an ellipse or a rectangle right away from here. But for now, let's keep things with this shape. And it's just because I want to show you that in some cases you really want to change only one portion or create the specific mask that you want. So in this case, we have we're looking at the rotor. We're going to look at the viewer, and now you can see that this is what I get. And still, if I come back here to my rotor, I can come and move these points. And if I move my points like this, I can specify exactly what region of this object I want to hide. Okay, and then I can put that mask and in my face right here. Okay, let me take this, and now it looks more like a mask. Okay, and remember, if you want to see his face, all you need to do is reveal whatever you have in there. All you need to do is come and change the options in your merge. Okay, but obviously we need to go here and invert, and then now we can do that again. Overlay, and now you can see the face in this overlay or over. It all depends on what you want to do. And we can take probably this object and delete it, because I don't know why. I don't know when I created that thing, but you can see that we have a mask. So now we have this type of shape, but now what I want to do is take this object and remove the green screen of this, and I want to use that color as my mask. So that's really cool. Now, how can we do that? We have a lot of different options, and we have plugins that we can use inside Nuke, but also we have one tool called the keyer, and the keyer allows me to move ranges, the range of colors, and I can use them in different ways with different operations, just like the merge, and that way I can achieve different results. So the first thing, I'm going to take my mask and I'm going to connect that to my keyer. All right, and you can see that it looks like everything is going away. So let's take that, and first of all, I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to go here, and as you can see, if I use the over, which is the default option, everything looks like half. I see both of the images. So one thing that I want to do first is I want to make sure that I can see, in this case, the one that I'm using as my foreground is the green one. So I'm gonna go here and just click, and then I'm gonna try to look for the in option, which allows me to see only the one in the foreground, because that's the one that I want to remove, and I don't want to have a semi or kind of half colors in my face, or I just want to have a really strong definition of these shapes, and then the background, which is the green, that's one thing that I want to remove. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm gonna go and connect this mask to the keyer, and as you can see, it's basically we are making everything disappear. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to connect the luminance to this object. Okay, so that way I'm going to move that. I can actually remove this, and you can see that I'm having some problems. You know why is that happening? You should know what is happening here. Take a look. Yeah, if you guess, that's great, because we need to connect this to the reformat instead of the other object, because otherwise we have only that little portion. Remember that. So the reformat, then we have the luminance, the keyer, and is going to be this reformat without the keyer is going to be the foreground, but then we want to use again one more time this piece of footage in order to get the green information and create a mask with this green information. So now let's do that. I'm going to select my merge, just make sure that you have a mask here and we don't have the invert activated. I'm going to double click on here, and here is my keyer. Now this node I know looks a little bit complex or not complex, but because we don't have a lot of things, but you probably are just like, what is this? It's just a line. Well, we have 4 values. We have A, B, C, and D, and we have 4 lines right now. We have A, then we have this one called B, then we have this one called C, and then we have this one called D. And it's kind of, we can take some of these this range, and then we have the values, what is going to be black and what is going to be white, kind of thing. So let's do that. But first, I'm going to go here to my RGB, and I'm going to switch from RGB to A so that I can see that my alpha channel. And right now, remember, alpha channel has to do with transparency. So if I start moving this, you can see that I am placing everything white, okay, which means everything is going to be visible, and then I can take this and make everything go darker. So that's kind of the effect that I am looking for. And if I go back here and select RGB, you can see that I'm getting not what I want. I'm removing these guys, and I'm leaving the green screen. And actually, I want to do something the positive, okay, all the way around. So what I can do is move this, and as you can see, it's not giving me the results that I want, and that is because I am using an operation that probably is not the best for this type of situation. Here in operation, you have a lot of different options. You can click here, and you can go, for example, and go for a green keyer. All right, and you're probably like, all right, this is a green keyer, so probably it should work perfectly fine, but still I'm getting some kind of strange behavior. I can move this other one, D, okay, and then if I go over, you're going to start to see that I'm removing all these regions from here, from his shoulder. Now the same thing is going to happen. Obviously, if I go here, I'm starting to remove some of the colors of the green screen. So what is happening here? Why I'm not getting something nicer? Well, the thing is that right now we are using the green keyer, but if we go here, you can see that we have another option called the green screen. So now if I click in the green screen, I'm actually going to have a better result, because now the operation is trying to find exactly all that range of green. And as you can see, just like at the time I switched that, when I switched this thing, I get the shapes, the silhouettes of these objects or these guys right away. So now what I will do is I'm going to just try to move this, and then I go, for example, here to my left, nothing is happening. Then to my right, okay, I can start to see the range taking place. Now right here, if we get closer, you can see that some of the yellow areas of his hair is kind of showing. So you have to keep that in mind and try to bring or remove some of these values. Now this value here is kind of just letting us know where is our margin, okay? And the same thing is happening with D, where we have a less amount, because this is the one that is taking all that information. The green information is like, we have the clipping here, the value where, okay, what is the top, and that's what we are doing here. So you can actually take it a little bit more and just try to see where the yellow is coming, and probably you're like, okay, that's good, but we want to do we want to do this. I don't remember how to say change the do the opposite. I don't remember, but all the way around. So I will take the merge node, and then I will just click on invert, for example, and that's one way of doing it. Now you can see that I remove almost all the green screen, but still I have something going on here. Now that's the thing, we have this option, this here, and some of these sometimes it's gonna work perfectly fine just by tweaking one parameter, like just moving this C range is kind of fixing that problem. But this keyer is powerful, but it's not the best we have in Nuke. All right, but I mean, a lot of people never use this plugin, or not plugin, this tool, and they use all the other powerful plugins. But I just want you to know that you can actually get good results using this. And right now we just were tweaking this for a little bit. But if you take your time and try to use and create another mask, or I don't know, we can go with masks and things like that forever. But for now, I hope you get an idea. You have an idea of how you can use mask, why we want to mask things, and how you can use some of these techniques in order to hide or remove areas. And also, if you have a green screen, you're going to be able to remove that as well. For now, that's it. Thank you very much. Remember to subscribe to our channel, please, and click on the I like button down here, and share the videos in your Facebook. Do whatever you want with them, okay? You're free to do that. And remember, we are here to help. Thank you very much. I will see you later. Bye bye for now.